Alright, hey folks, a little pre-video before the video. I just want to explain this upcoming video. I spent 4 or 5 days up in Michigan with my good friend Frank, and we went to a few different places in central Michigan. The first place you're going to watch is from Lake Wakeley. It's a public lake, owned by the Michigan DNR. It's open from June 15th to August 31st of each year. It's catch and release only, and it's there's no bait allowed, so it's artificial lures. It's an exceptional lake. If you watch or go back on my YouTube channel, you'll find yet another video when I was there a couple of years ago, and how good it was. And that's the explanation. I didn't realize that half the lake was going to be closed down because of the loons and nesting of the loons. So take that into consideration. The second spot you're going to see a little clip from is the AuSable River. And if you know the AuSable, we're on the south branch. We're right between Roscommon and Grayling. And the AuSable River, of course, is the home to Trout Unlimited way back in 1959. It's an excellent river. Just a beautiful river, but we were there on a day again where it was kind of high pressure. The water was up and moving along pretty swiftly, so wasn't terribly productive. But the third spot that you're going to get some video from is from the Muskegon River, and it's one of my favorite rivers. It's just an absolutely beautiful river to be on. If you didn't catch a fish, it would be a great river, but we did catch fish that day, and you'll see a section there. Frank actually fished from Pine Street down to Thornapple, and I fished from Thornapple all the way down to Newaygo, to the bridge there at Newaygo, which is about 7 miles. So you're going to watch a little bit of that as we go. The other thing I want to talk to you about, many of you will you always see at the end of my videos, is Galatians 6:9. And before you delete me or turn me off, I'm not going to get all preachy here. Galatians 6:9 says, "Let us not get tired in doing what is right, for after a while we will reap a harvest of blessings." And the key for that is if we don't get discouraged and give up. And for me, that's got a lot of personal meaning, because it has always been my favorite Bible verse. Stuck with me very early on as a young kid. And next year I'm entering my 35th year of teaching special education. So it's a verse about perseverance, but I also think, and I really do believe, that it's a verse that fits fishing very well, and fly fishing, because I think you have to put your time in, and you have to keep plugging away, and you have to be willing to get better and better and better, and eventually you're going to have some good days. And if you think that every single day I go out on the stream, it's great, it just isn't. I have a lot of good days. I have some days that aren't that good, except for we're still out in nature and we're enjoying nature, and that's an exceptional thing in itself. And lastly, I started this adventure 6-7 years ago with the website flyfishingwithjeff.com and with the YouTube channel, and my idea was to better help folks that the average guy, the guy that wasn't going to be able to take $300 lessons and fly to Patagonia, and not that there's anything wrong with either of those, but most of us can't do that. And I've hoped through the years that I've been able to answer a lot of questions, show you some places to go, give you some tips, walk you through some things. Hope to continue to do that, but I just think it's neat that at some point in time here this year, in the not too near future, the YouTube channel itself is going to go over 1 million views. And so I thank you all for that. I won't start mentioning individuals, but many of you are followers, and you comment and you ask questions, and I really appreciate that. That's the fun part. I hope that it's been beneficial. If it is, continue to hit the like button. Continue to go to my website, flyfishingwithjeff.com. Use my email address there. Ask me some questions. I always do the very best I can to answer them as honestly as possible, knowing that probably there isn't an answer for every fly fishing question. But I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the adventures. That's what fly fishing is about. Fly fishing is art and science, but it takes you to beautiful places. You get to see things that other people don't get to see while they're sitting around on their couch or doing all other sorts of things. So I hope this video is enjoyable and you'll get a chance to get into Central Michigan and try one or all of these 3 spots. And if you do, send me an email, let me know how it went. But thanks for coming along on this journey. I really do appreciate it. Well, good morning folks, and welcome back to another video with flyfishingwithjeff.com. It is Tuesday, June 25th, and this is not Indiana. It's not Wisconsin, it's not Missouri, it's not Montana, this is Michigan. And we're up here today about 2/3 of the way up, just outside Grayling. And we're going to fish Lake Wakeley, or Wakeley Lake. If you've watched some of my other videos a couple, 3 years ago, then you know I've been here before. Had a few good days. And yeah, we're here because the weather back home and the water and everything is just lousy. There's just no place to fish. So we got a few skeeters going on. Say hi, Frank.
Hi there. How you doing?
Yeah.
I'm got some things for us to eat.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're getting ready to take off. It's a half mile or so. I don't know. Half mile or so back to the lake, and I ought to have enough gear packed. We were joking. It's like I was getting ready to jump off a bush plane in Alaska. It took so long to get ready this morning, but anyway, come along with me today and let's see what we can find back here. Hopefully some big bass, maybe some big pike, and some beautiful nature. So come along with me today. So if those of you that don't know, Wakeley Lake, as you can see from the sign here, is only open June 15th through August 31st. And it's catch and release. It's artificial lures only. It's really just a beautiful lake, and it's far enough off that, you know, it's a little bit of work to get there, but it's well worth the work. So as I said, we're getting ready to take off. We're backpacking our stuff in this morning, and as it says there, foot travel welcome. Close the motor vehicles. That's kind of nice. You don't have people, can't drive back and get in with a john boat or anything like that. So off we go down the road. Are we there yet? No, we are not there yet. Alright. Well, he's no giant. It is a pike, and the second one I've caught here in a little strip. Easy now. Golly. You couldn't have done that any worse. Okay. Let's see if we can't just ease you right back in there. So I'm here on the lake now, Wakeley Lake, and lily pads and the weeds aren't quite completely up, so it's a little bit tricky, and I'm trying to run my fly over the top of the pads, in and around the pads, beside the coontail, all that kind of thing. Boy, is it a beautiful lake, and is it a beautiful day. Let me tell you a little bit. I've got my 7-weight type 1 sink tip line. I have a shock tippet here of 40 pounds, and one of my own reverse bucktail, reverse tied bucktail flies with an open loop on it. And I'm hoping to hit some bigger pike and some bass, and who knows, we're just kind of gonna go at it, but that's what we're doing right now. And so come along and let's see what we do here. Alright, what have we here? Alright, a bass. I like it. Come here. see you here. Easy now. Alright, nothing wrong with you, is there? Huh? And away you go. Alright, Mr. Pike, come in here. Let's see if we can. Alright, you're just. You. Alright, folks. Well, I can tell he's not a giant, but it is a beautiful fish. Let's take a look at this little native brook trout. Welcome back to another video with flyfishingwithjeff.com. Look at that little guy. I am on the AuSable River. Welcome to the AuSable. There is a beautiful little brook trout. I'm going to slide him back in. We're on the south branch, actually, of the famed AuSable River. And we just got started about maybe 2 minutes ago. And we're going to do about, 6 miles probably from here on down. And it is an absolutely stellar, beautiful day. So let's come along and let's see what we can find. Maybe a few more brook trout, maybe even somewhere down lower we can lure a brown into taking a streamer. And anyway, just enjoy the day and enjoy the nature. Come along. Right, there we go. Alright folks, welcome back to another video with flyfishingwithjeff.com. And boy, do we have an absolutely beautiful day. on one of the most beautiful rivers around. This is the Muskegon River. So welcome to the Muskegon. And there's the first catch of the day. Little smallmouth. And got a lot going on. There he is. All right, big boy, you go grow up. We got a lot going on. The river is up a little and it's running faster than normal. And boy, I'll tell you what, it's going to be a real challenge, but it's something I'm kind of looking forward to. I've already made a couple adjustments. Just pulled over and made adjustments. Went down to 1X on the tippet, shortened my leader a little bit, and went to just a little heavier fly, a little heavier white fly. So we're going to try to work our way down through here. This is tannic water. It's just beautiful water. Part of the problem is, though, that the flow is moving along, that fish really have to make a decision. They're going to come out and hit it or not hit it at all. So come along with me today. We're here just above Wakeley, Michigan. And as you can see by looking around, it is just an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous day. So come along, let's see what we can find here on the Muskegon River in south central Michigan. So as you can tell, we got many uses going on here on the Muskegon today. We're going to try to carve out our little spot of the water and hope that people don't blast completely by. Alright, so yet another Muskegon smallmouth, and we're starting to figure out a little bit of a pattern here. One of the patterns is the big ones, they are spawning. That's tough right now. We're going to do what we can do in this water current. Now, one of the things you'll notice if you've been watching my Wisconsin videos is these fish act completely different. They will come out anywhere there's cover, boulders, strewn logs, any kind of cover, they'll be in it. And you can catch them right in the middle of the river. Just about black and white different from the Wisconsin type rivers. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to fish the grass beds, edges of cover. I kind of like to be over there fishing, but the current is just too much, and it's also pulling me to the outside. And frankly, that's just a little bit dangerous. At the very least, I'm going to end up breaking off flies and stuff like that. So you can only do so much by yourself, and that's what we're doing. But I am starting to find a little bit of a pattern in here. There are some of these fish in here holding in the shallows on both sides. So let's stay with it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. They're not the giant fish because I think they're wrapped up spawning right now. It's funny how indeed this is a smallmouth, but how light colored it is compared to the fish in Wisconsin.
go. I saw him coming. Nice. That was fun. Come on in here. Right in from behind the rock. That was perfect. Yeah, I love it. Love it. Snuck in right behind the rock. Easy now. Guy bothering me. Oh, there we go. Had to be one right there. Come on in here. Let's take a look at you. All right, yeah, they're not the big ones that I was landing out in Wisconsin, but they're smallmouth, and I'll tell you what, folks, this is just one of those days that it's absolutely gorgeous. All right, finally found a good one, folks. That was a good cast, and man, did he come out and pound it. Let's see if we can't clear ourselves of some line here. I got myself away from the crud. Come here, baby. Easy. Easy. All right. Schnauz, got him in the nose. Okay, easy. Let's see real quickly. He is 16. 16. All right, beautiful. Thank you for playing today. What do we got? Smallmouth, I'll take it. All of it right down. Ooh, you got me. Ah. Oh yeah, come here. Whatever it was, he came back for it. That was great. Sorry folks, just checking here. I think it's a big trout too. What do we got? Yeah, it is. It's a trout. I'm not sure it's a big trout. Oh, it is. It's a brown. Nice. Nice. Easy now. Easy, easy. All I want to do is look at you. There we go. Maybe 12, 13 inches.